Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Wayne. Wayne is the transferred use of an English surname derived from an occupation. The Old English word wain meant wagon, wheeled vehicle, and was used to identify a person whose medieval occupation it was to either make wagons or drive them. During the Middle Ages, the unlearned population of England referred to the Big Dipper constellation as carles-wæn or Charlemagne's Plough, with the 4 stars making up the body of the wagon and the 3 outreaching stars as the wagon's hitch. From this perspective, the surname Wayne could have been derived for a person who dwelled in a house with the sign of the wain. The first recorded spelling of this surname occurred in the early 14th century and was rendered as Wayne. As a given name, Wayne dates back to the 19th century and was mostly popular in the United States. Adding extra currency to this simple one-syllable name was iconic film actor John Wayne, 1907 to 1979, and Canadian hockey great Wayne Gretzky, 1961 present. Personality of the boy named Wayne. The number 5 personality loves the excitement of life and can easily adapt to all situations. As natural adventurers, these personalities thrive on the new and unexpected and prefer to be in constant motion. It makes them feel alive. They'll stir up some action if there's not enough around, and as inherent risk-takers, they enjoy pushing the envelope. Naturally rebellious, the 5 personality has no fear and never resists change. Traveling and new experiences feed their souls. 5s are very social and attract friends with ease. People love to be around the 5 fun-loving and exciting energy. This is also a lucky number in numerology, like the 3s, so fortune seems to shine on them, helped along by their own optimism and good nature. 5s have a quick wit, a cerebral mind, and are generally very persuasive. Popularity of the boy named Wayne. Wayne has always held a position on the American male naming charts dating as far back as 1880, the first year the U.S. government began tracking naming trends. At the turn of the 20th century, Wayne was a mild favorite, hovering around the top 200 list. By 1915, however, Wayne landed a position on the coveted top 100 list where he would hold firm for nearly 60 years. The height of Wayne's usage was mainly during the 1940s and early 50s. Wayne was the 29th most popular boy's name in 1947, his best year ever. In fact, Wayne's peak popularity as a name is bookmarked between 2 of John Wayne's greatest films, Stagecoach in 1939 and The Quiet Man in 1952. The ruggedly handsome Western film star must have helped move the needle for Wayne on the naming charts during this period. By the early 1970s, however, Wayne started his slow and steady descent down the charts. These drops on the charts became more pronounced in the 1990s and 2000s. In the past 20-odd years alone, Wayne lost more than 500 positions, so clearly we are no longer living in Wayne's world. Thanks to John Wayne and the name's etymology, Wagon, Wayne still makes our list of Wild Wild West name choices. It's a short and simple one-syllable name that packs a lot of punch. Quick facts on Wayne. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 1. Ranking popularity, 765. Pronunciation, Wayne. Simple meaning, wagon maker, wagon driver. Characteristics of Wayne. Progressive, intellectual, adventurous, freedom-loving, adaptable, sensual, easygoing. Cultural references to the baby name Wayne. Literary characters of the baby name Wayne. Bruce Wayne is the brainchild of Bob Kane and Bill Finger, published by DC Comics for the first time in 1939. Bruce is the alter ego of the superhero, Batman. The character gained a popular foothold from the start and went on to be featured in a campy 1960s television series and a mini-series of the 1980s. The very popular Tim Burton movies, starting in 1989, reintroduced him to a huge new audience of admiring modern fans, as did Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight series in the 2000s. Bruce Wayne's backstory. After seeing his parents murdered, the child Bruce begins to train himself to intellectual and physical excellence in order to fight crime. In his earliest incarnations, Bruce does not have superhuman traits. His success comes from honing his skills himself, along with the prudent use of certain of his toys, such as the Batmobile and the utility belt. Bruce Wayne poses as a rich and superficial playboy type in Gotham City. In his disguise as Batman, he is aided by his own Dr. Watson, his young sidekick, Robin. Together, they fight the powers of evil and darkness, as personified by such as the Joker, the Penguin and Batwoman. The only other human to know the truth of their identities is Alfred, the butler. Over the years, Bruce/Batman has taken it on the chin with some rather bizarre interpretations of his persona, but just ask any kid on the block, he'll tell you that Bruce Wayne is, first and foremost, cue that music, Batman. Famous people named Wayne. Wayne Newton, entertainer; Lil Wayne, rapper; Wayne Ferreira, South African tennis player; Wayne Osmond, member of the Osmond Brothers; Wayne Arthurs, Australian tennis player; Wayne Brady, comic; Wayne Gretzky, legendary hockey player; Wayne Rooney, English soccer player; Wayne Milner, football player; Wayne Black, Zimbabwean tennis player; Wayne Shorter, jazz composer; Wayne Rogers, actor; Wayne Thiebaud, artist. Historic figures with the name Wayne. John Wayne was the iconic and hugely successful American movie star born in Iowa with the unfortunate moniker of Marion Morrison. Called a Euro, happily, from a young age, the man whom the studios dubbed John Wayne came to movies by way of odd jobs and bit parts. It took the genius of director John Ford to insist on his being cast in 1939 as Stagecoach to send John Wayne to superstardom via almost 150 movies, most of them westerns. Among his most popular movies were Rio Bravo, The Quiet Man, The Searchers, and True Grit, for which he won an Academy Award. John Wayne was known in later years as much for his conservative politics as for his movies, as he boosted Republican causes, championed the war in Vietnam and bemoaned the state of contemporary American youth. As much as he stood for a militant aggressiveness, he never joined the armed services, although he tried. Deferred because of his age and family status, he was also the object his Studio Euro's efforts to keep him on the lot cranking out pictures. Nonetheless, he epitomized the fighting patriotic American to the day of his death. Married 3 times, John Wayne fathered 7 children and died of stomach cancer, after having beaten lung cancer some years earlier. He remains one of the best-known and most popular figures of American culture to this day, and even has an airport named after him. Not bad for a boy named Sue, or Marion.